Full cast of Moonshiners 2024. Meet the real people in Season 13. Photos Tim Smith and Digger, alongside franchise mainstays, return in 2024 as they hunt and retrieve moonshine in Moonshiners Season 13. The docudrama from Discovery Channel unpacks the manufacturing and distribution of moonshines, leading to how distillers ultimately produce the best-tasting spirits in the United States. Moonshiners Season 13 premiered on Max on January 2. Growing up as a local moonshine expert, Mark served as a former employee and still builder for famous moonshiner Popcorn Sutton. Mark's passion for moonshine is undeniable, and he does his magic alongside his distilling partner Digger. They even have a distillery named Sugarlands Distilling Company. Mark returns in Season 13, Episode 1 to seek Kelly's assistance for some supplies for their distillery. Digger is Mark Ramsey's longtime distilling partner, whom Popcorn Sutton trained. As an expert moonshiner, Digger creates new recipes spearheaded by fresh ingredients to develop a unique taste anchored by moonshine. Outside of his moonshine-infused exploits, Digger is usually the happy-go-lucky member of the group, despite the threat of law enforcement that surrounds them. In Season 13, Mark and Digger express their desire to build an empire, with the latter saying, Kelly is a moonshiner and Mark and Digger's business partner, who is a master in acquiring raw and large ingredients for anything. Kelly shows several gallons of undrinkable beer to Mark and Digger in the Season 13 premiere to tell them about his idea of turning all of it into liquor wheat. As an outlaw moonshiner and high-octane thrill-seeker, Josh will do anything to succeed in life. However, Season 13 begins with Josh in crutches due to an injury he suffered from a bike racing competition in the Daytona 500 racetrack. The moonshiner shattered 16 bones in the process. Thankfully, he's okay. Josh badly wants to return to work despite his injuries, telling the producers, Kenny returns in Season 13 with his cousin Henry to continue their path to find and uncover more secrets about moonshine. Kenny and Henry's mentor is famous moonshiner Amos Law. Kenny and Henry visit Josh to check on his condition in the Season 13 premiere, with them telling their colleague that it will be a while before he gets back to work due to his injuries. Another moonshiner, who is part of the growing cast of Moonshiners Season 13, is Henry. Henry joins his cousin and fellow moonshiner, Kenny, in telling the bad news to Josh that he's still unfit to return to work. Stephen Ray Tickle is a fan-favorite moonshiner who is known for being at the center of controversy because he has been arrested several times in the past. Despite that, the local moonshiner is still going strong in Season 13 and returns to turn moonshine into profit. Tim Smith recruits Tickle to clear out a barn full of illegal evidence. He is assigned to spearhead the operation since, in his own words, he likes to be the one to do the dirty work for his team. Alongside Tim and Tickle, Howard joins the clearing operation of the barn full of evidence. During their mission, Tickle finds a mason jar full of liquor that they made from Season 1, and they celebrate by drinking some of it together. Season 13 begins with Tim Smith recruiting old friends, namely Tickle and Howard, to remove potential evidence in an unused barn in Pittsylvania County, so that law enforcement can't use it against them. In Hayward, California, Mike joins Jerry as they receive a call from a Mahi Valley moonshiner boss, Robert. In Season 12, Mike clashes with fellow moonshiner Richard because he discovers that the latter has been selling moonshine to his customers. Mike seeks revenge by destroying some of Richard's property, which includes $3,000 worth of moonshine, and accidentally, some of Mark and Digger's copper still. Season 13 highlights a tense confrontation between Mike and Digger over the turf war. Butterbean enters the picture as the one accompanying Josh during his tough ordeal. While Henry and Kenny tell Josh that he is unfit to go back to the field, Butterbean gives a piece of worthwhile advice to him, telling him that he can accomplish anything with discipline. Butterbean is a former heavyweight boxer, MMA fighter, and Anamanda is a female moonshiner who helps Mark, Digger, and Kelly open the beer cans to turn them into liquor wheat. Richard is Mark's rival and fellow moonshiner who wants to seek revenge against him for destroying his stockpile of moonshine. It is revealed in Season 13, Episode 1 that the liquor stash inadvertently destroyed by Mike from Richard's still is from Mark and Digger's stock, costing a whopping $4,000. Digger confronts Mark and Richard over that, with Robert, the mediator, telling them to sort it out before law enforcement steps in. Tim Smith. The iconic moonshiner Tim Smith is a name synonymous with the world of moonshining. Having made his mark as one of the most seasoned and known for his calm demeanor, sharp wit, and expert distilling skills, Tim is often considered a mentor to the newer generation of moonshiners. Tim's story goes back decades, as he learned the craft from his family in the Appalachian Mountains. Over the years, Tim has mastered the art of making high-quality, smooth moonshine. His recipe and techniques are coveted by many in the moonshine community, and he's gained a reputation for producing some of the best shine in the business. For Season 13, Tim returns with his signature style, looking to navigate even bigger challenges. Fans are eagerly anticipating how he'll handle the increasingly complex and dangerous world of modern-day moonshining, especially with heightened law enforcement activity and the competition intensifying. Fun fact: Tim's signature drink is a 100 proof corn whiskey, a reflection of his Appalachian roots. He's also working on a few new recipes, so fans should watch out for some exciting new flavors. A fan favorite, Tickle, also known as Stephen Ray Tickle, brings a unique energy to the show. His larger-than-life personality, wild sense of humor, and unpredictable nature make him both a joy and a challenge to work with. Tickle is no stranger to the law, often finding himself in tricky situations due to his moonshine-making endeavors. He's the kind of person who doesn't always think things through, but when it comes to getting things done, Tickle always finds a way. Tickle has been a part of the show since its early seasons, and while he may not have the same level of expertise as some of the other moonshiners, his ingenuity and determination more than make up for it. Whether he's getting into mischief with his crew or managing to craft a batch of moonshine with limited resources, Tickle is always the wild card that keeps things interesting. In 2024, Tickle's journey continues with fresh challenges. Viewers will see him take more risks, both in the making of his moonshine and in dealing with the consequences of his actions. Fans will get to know Tickle on a deeper level, seeing the complexities of his character emerge as he navigates his life and relationships in the moonshine world. Born and raised in the Appalachian region, Josh has always been drawn to the moonshine trade. He first started making moonshine at a young age, learning the craft from older family members and local moonshiners. What sets Josh apart is his drive to bring the tradition of moonshining into the modern era, utilizing new technology and techniques to improve the process. Season 13 will see Josh continue to grow as a moonshiner, facing challenges that test both his skills and his resolve. As the moonshine business becomes increasingly competitive, Josh's ability to stay ahead of the game will be put to the test. But with his determination and innovation, many fans believe that Josh is poised to become one of the most influential figures in the moonshining world. Fun fact: Josh is passionate about sustainable practices and is working on finding ways to make his distilling process more eco-friendly. He's also interested in the science behind distillation and has even attended distilling workshops to learn more. Mark and Digger. The dynamic duo Mark and Digger hit the screen, They immediately became fan favorites due to their close friendship and unique approach to moonshining. The duo is known for their no-nonsense attitude, technical expertise, and remarkable chemistry. Mark, the seasoned distiller, is the brains behind the operation, while Digger, his trusted sidekick, is more of the hands-on craftsman. Mark and Digger's distilling style is steeped in tradition, with a focus on using old-school methods to produce high-quality moonshine. They're known for experimenting with different grains and fermentation processes to create flavors that are rich and complex. But while they may adhere to tradition, they're not afraid to push boundaries when necessary. In 2024, Season 13 will showcase Mark and Digger as they face bigger obstacles, both from law enforcement and from other competitors in the moonshine game. Fans can expect high stakes as the duo works together to create some of the best moonshine in the business, all while dealing with the tensions that arise from running an illegal operation. Fun fact: Mark is a history buff and enjoys researching the origins of moonshining. Digger, on the other hand, is known for his skills as a mechanic and often helps build and maintain their distillery equipment. Jeff and Lance. The rebel moonshiners Jeff and Lance are the perfect example of moonshiners who don't play by the rules. While some distillers follow traditional methods and play it safe, Jeff and Lance are all about pushing the envelope and taking risks. Known for their rebellious spirit, this duo has developed a reputation for creating unconventional moonshine recipes and testing new distilling techniques. What makes Jeff and Lance stand out is their willingness to